It was Shakespeare who wrote, "If music be the food of love, play on." Love is a theme that has made many musicians have the broadest appeal possible. The joy, the pain, the highs, the lows of the emotion of love which connects with human beings across culture and gender. South Africa has its own version of Mr. Lava Man, who has remained popular for over a decade, well, 2 decades to be precise, expressing the joys and the sorrows of love. Ringo Madlingozi is the man, and he's with us on the program. Ringo, always a pleasure to catch up with you.
Super team.
And as I was telling you, I've enjoyed your music forever, from the days of Peto to your recordings to now.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter how many times I see you perform. It does not tire me, bore me. I always look forward to it. But before we talk about the exciting career of yours, which many people love, something I never heard of about you, which must have been a disappointment to your fans as well as to yourself in Kimberley. What happened there in the Northern Cape when they say you came on stage late, you couldn't perform for long, you were very upset, swearing, and leaving? I said, it's not the Ringo I know, it's somebody else they're talking about. What happened?
Sure. Brazil, yes, it was a very unfortunate event for me, and I felt very bad, for the experience, that I found myself in, and also I find my fans and all those who love my music, to be experiencing at that moment. Well, in a nutshell, I was scheduled to perform at 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So, we always get there an hour before, just chill and get ready and, just get into the vibe of the festival. And we were called, no, listen, everything has been running late for 2 hours, so chill. So, we just, I told my manager, okay, we'll just chill a little bit. Then it was moved to 8 o'clock. So I said, okay, guys, let's just get there, in case there'll be a space, otherwise, I know that there'll be a lot of artists who'll be waiting, to go in. So yeah, we got there, before we moved, it was moved to 9 o'clock. So okay, but let's go. So we were there at 8 o'clock, chilling backstage and all that, and I saw people coming in, and I'm like, no, man, these people that are coming in now,
they came after you.
They should be coming after me, even if everything was going on time. So I called the guys, hey, guys, come on, man. I've been here, and I was supposed to have performed very early. What's going on, And I made sure that I spoke to the next person that the person that I was connecting with all the time, and the stage manager and everyone else that was, in charge. Well, people, oh no, don't worry, you will go in, you'll go in. Then I realized that no, man, these guys are, playing a game with me, and it was cold, and I had this, fever, my back was that's why I asked to perform earlier so that I can go and, get my medication and sleep. At about 11:30, I said, no, I'm going. So I told the guys, let's go, please.
Go back where? To the hotel?
Yes. Okay. Get there, took my medication, and just to fast track things, get a glass of red wine, boom, lovely. Sleeping. At about 1:30 to 2, the call, the phone is ringing off hook. I'm like, what if it's something, at home? So I pick it up. It's like these guys, they are,
So you're not going to perform anymore? You had made up your mind not to?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's...
well, that's what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
Is that what,
Yeah. I said, no, now, I'm not going to go back there. I'm sleeping now. Tomorrow morning, I'm going. Well, there was a fracas outside, so I got out of my bed to go talk to them and hey, what's going on? And there was a lot of the force, go back and all that.
So you ended up going back to the festival, performing, and things got out of control.
I was very angry, to say the least.
Okay.
Very, very angry that I was treated like a kid.
Yeah.
To be forced, go back.
Yes.
I'm like, Eish, I've been doing this for 30 years, and I've never performed on stage. Like the people. I said, listen, guys, I'm not feeling good. And moreover, I don't think, but with all the lights and the sound and all that, I think I'm going to be treated here. Can you just let me be? And there was that, no, go do it. I was like, okay.
So what are you going to do now? I mean, after the whole disaster of the evening, because I read somewhere the promoter is saying maybe you should give a free show or you must do something like that. I'm not sure if you've thought of a solution to that.
Well, what I did, Patim, was more like I wrote, on my Facebook, an apology. So, I'm very apologize to everyone that was affected, and myself also as well. But I've never performed on stage, under any, circumstances where I alter my mind. I'm like, I respect my audience, I respect myself. So I said, no, hold on, let me just say sorry. And yes, I know that there are people who are very upset, that some of them, it was the first time that they wanted to see me perform.
Yeah.
And yes, it's a sad story, but I still believe that also the people, the organizers and everything else about that, they should also come on board and say, listen, we messed up also,
I understand. But for you, what are you going to do?
Well,
they are suggesting you should do a free show or whatever it is. You tell me. I want to talk about other things.
No. I'm not into doing any free show for that matter.
Yeah.
But if the organizers should looking at doing that and bringing a show where they rectify everything.
Okay. And as matters stand, you apologize to your friends.
Oh yes, please. Yeah. That was the main thing.
Okay. Well, ideally, we shouldn't be talking about apologies,
For sure.
as you know. I want to talk about the music, but I can see that you feel very, very sore and embarrassed about the whole episode.
Sure.
And what can you do? You can't reverse the events.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry for you, too. It must be a terrible feeling when a person who's done so much work over the many years. Now, let's talk about the music itself, right? And the performances when they are okay. That generally we've come to
for sure
when we know them to be okay. And you're still having fun. I saw you recently in Pretoria. It was a fantastic show, and even the Minister of Human Settlements joining you on stage and enjoying
the I dedicated that song to her. I said, no, this one is for the minister here.
Yes.
It's one of the love songs that people love.
And I called you the Mr. Loverman. And I know whenever they say Ringo is performing, the ladies in particular go berserk before you even start. So what's the whole secret behind this thing? What's the main ingredient, if I may call it that for sure works all the time?
Well, I think I believe I'm saying things that the ladies want to hear their men saying to them.
Yes.
Even though sometimes that I feel like, okay, well, Ringo, you as a person, it's hard. If say maybe your lady is like fighting, shouting at you, you go like, oh, come on, baby, please shout at me. I love to hear that voice.
What's the most popular of all songs, of your songs? I mean, all of them are great, but there must be the most requested song.
There is Sondela that is, loved across the continent. But, here, the ladies love Kum Na Kum.
Yes.
Especially the Suka Foyandisita. It's like, he's talking to me.
Hey, man. so for me, I love so many of them, but there's that one expression when you try it and you've been singing the Matsatsi. I said, but when is Ringo going to get it right? It's Matsatsi, but with you it's Matsatsi.
But at least the message is passed.
Oh, no, of course. It actually sounds cool, actually. And you've got a show coming up in Joburg soon.
Yeah, for sure. On the 22nd of this month.
April, 22nd April.
April. At the Indaba Hotel.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing all these shows and festivals, but I want to start doing something where I interact with the
audience.
like it's more like an intimate night with Ringo.
Okay.
You know, where the business people come in and, you know, like sit down.
So it's a sit-down dinner type thing,
and you know, and I perform, and then I interact with them. You know, we
Yes.
sort of like talk about music and what music is, and
Right.
and how music can you know can help in so many other ways. You
Of
know?
course, make people happy,
You know.
rebuild relationships,
Exactly.
reconnect people and so forth. And you've done very well
For sure. Thank
in
you.
that regard. And we continue to appreciate your music, by the way.
Thank you.
All is forgiven. You know, those things can happen.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no.
you can't control
Sure,
the circumstances sometimes.
Each other.
Everything of the best to you.
Thank you, Vasim.
And
Thank
that's
you.
Ringo Madlingozi. Will be appearing in Joburg the 22nd of April, as you've heard, at the Indaba Hotel. So we hope that you will go there and have fun with him, spend an evening with Ringo Madlingozi. Thank you very much for having been with us on this journey of growth and trying to make a change that makes a difference. And we hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Until next time, good night to you. Our Money Moves show on Tonight with Tim Modise invites you to Maponya Mall on Saturday, the 16th April, for a day of fun and learning about money. There will be a free workshop on how to manage your money, as well as entertainment and fun. The Money Moves workshop starts at 11 o'clock. To register and get more details, go to www.moneymoves.tv. This Saturday, 16th of April at Maponya Mall.
Bambi Sandra Sound.